Thanks very much, guys. Now, our next guest is no stranger to comedy or to fatherhood. In fact, so much so that he found a way to combine both of these worlds in his latest show. And he's here to tell us more about that. None other than Chris Forrest, ladies and gentlemen. Who's your dairy? Who's your dairy? When I say that, I feel like I have to creep it up a little bit.
No, but what would be creepy is if you said Visio Papa. Hey, okay, cool. Chris, it's so good to have you on the show this morning.
Good to be back. I always love coming here. It's fabulous.
Wonderful. Shall we jump right in before it gets any more awkward and talk about your latest show? It's not a name you hear going around a lot. Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy? Well, some people hear it a lot. Like I hear it a lot because I'm doing a show called Who's Your Daddy? I don't know what he's thinking about.
When they see random children walking around, they're like, who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy?
Chris Forrest.
Yes, they're often. I would luckily only two say Chris Forrest, otherwise I'd be in a bit of trouble.
Lots of explaining to you.
Yes, no, it's not me.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's it about, though?
It's all about my journey to becoming a dad and the first sort of period as a father. So right from the very beginning.
Yeah.
When you decide you're going to have a child, because we actually made the decision.
Lovely.
It wasn't like, oh, there's a child. And then from that point up until you're a proper dad, and then after that, it's all a blur.
Yeah. Oh, wow. But then obviously at some point you got to like contextualize this blur and form pretty pictures or funny pictures of it and actually tell it as a show.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And how comfortable are you with doing that?
Oh.
I think the best comedy comes from truth. So it's all 100% based on what actually happens. In fact, one of the coolest compliments I got was from our gynecologist, and she gets a mention in the show.
Wow.
So I was when we went to go and visit her, because I went with my wife, I thought she was going to say to me, hey. That's not how she speaks, for the record, though. And she said she really enjoyed it because somebody's telling it how it is.
Very cool. Now, your father, your husband, you're a comedian. Do you get into any trouble for the jokes that you tell on stage when it comes to not only the kids, but to the missus waiting at home as well?
It's a great picture, isn't it?
I didn't even know you had that. That's why I was like, wow.
Yes, we have everything.
No, not really. Okay. She sometimes says I give her a little bit too much hassle. But anyway, she's known me always as a comedian, so she knows that.
Pretty understanding.
Do you test out your jokes on her? Do you say, babe, I just wrote this one line about you just before you...
I used to, but she doesn't think I'm funny, which is... No, so she sees it on stage and wow, I haven't seen that before, and yeah, it's surprise.
And what are the little ones? Do they understand that dad is a comedian and what you do and what that means, that you make people laugh for a living? And
no, I think it must be really weird, especially for the younger ones, still kind of in her own world. But this one, I mean, she just thinks everybody's on TV from time to time and on stage, and like she tells her friends, "What does your dad do?" My dad tells jokes.
Is that what happens at like some stage of fatherhood? You just start calling them this one and this one and this one. Like, do you forget your kids' names on TV?
No, Chris? We call them Thing 1 and Thing 2.
Thing 1 and Thing 2.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
it's a joke. It's a joke. They have
Don't worry, kids.
You and
Daddy
you,
loves
come
you.
here.
That's awesome, man. So people will really get an opportunity to see into your life and the life of fatherhood as Chris Forrest.
And put plainly, and they'll know. You'll know if you're planning on having a child. You'll know exactly what's coming your way.
I'm wondering if I should be scared or not.
Ooh, I tell you, be afraid, be very, very afraid. Well, we want to thank Chris for being here and, of course, for stopping by and creating what sounds like another incredible show. And if you're keen to see Chris, you can catch Who's Your Daddy at the Kalk Bay Theatre from today until the 6th of August.